Seek truth, speak truth, speak truth, and sings his deconversion. He speaks the vintage and to youth. You can still see his old videos. That's up and that is fine and that is fine. But the titles have now changed a bit, and they have a warning sign, a warning sign. They have a warning sign, a warning sign.
It's one rotating spin that keeps it up to date. Remember the people and the zero.
And can't we laugh at Bobby, who was a little bit? Will he pick up a 15-degree per hour drift? Who's my favorite ex-flat earther? It has to be STST. The exposed foolish massage urgent. Nathan Thompson and Natalie. Nathan only fucking wankers. Sleepy warrior, Defaulty. Very Doobie has not any proof. He's a racist and a Nazi. A racist and a Nazi.
And Jerry can do the best the fan can do to overcome it, to stick the tongue in the
And Alfie sounds unhealthy, a nasty shade of red. He has a silly habit of raging in a jet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's my favorite ex-flat earther? It has to be STST. And he shouts to the doctors
that on the globe you have to be.
like his videos on his channel. Let it be known once and for all, once and for all. The world was never flat, my friends. It's spinning after all. Who's my favorite ex-flat earther? It has to be seek truth, speak truth, speak truth, and sings his deconversion. He speaks the vintage and to youth. You can still see his old videos. That's and that is fine, and that is fine. But the titles have now changed a bit, and they
Hello. Welcome yourselves to a bit of Friday night. Seek truth, speak truth, and guests. We're going to have LimeyPlay on, and I think a little bit of Mr. 42, and maybe a couple of others, but we'll see. We shall see. It's fight night. We have in the left corner, Ranty, ex-Flat Earther, versus Brian's Logic, Flat Earther. This is going to be interesting. I'm so excited to watch what's going to happen. I actually do feel like how I used to years back, like for a boxing match or something. I know it's not going to get quite so physical, but excited. So I'm glad that you have come along here to join me in the kind of, or my pre-build up to the show. It's going to be fun. It's going to be absolutely fun. Just going to say hello to some people in the chat. Martin H, you legend, you're here from the start. I noticed actually you popped on the last stream and I forgot to say hello, so hello. Jason Henderson, where is the debate at? It is on Conspiracy Catz channel. Maybe one of my blue spanners could post a link to where the debate is actually going to be happening, because it is not on this channel. It is Conspiracy Catz channel at 10. So obviously, you know, definitely by 9:30 we'll be winding up and heading over to Conspiracy Catz's channel, or I know I certainly will be. Copper Wasp, hello mate. ANDMA, B Wheezy. Paul Heath, wow, when did I get a spanner? because you deserved one, mate. You deserved one. That's why. I hope you're well, Paul, mate. I hope you're well, by the way. Tusk, hello, mate. Good to see you. Yannick, Adam L, hello, buddy. Dog Walker, Demon Orb, Muddy Boy, Cross Axle. I'm going to give you a spanner. You're a good... How do I spanner you? I seem to have lost the ability to spanner. I'm sorry. This is my own channel. I don't know what's happened there. Mr. 42, Legend, Inquisitor Bacon, Inquisitor, and all 32 people. Good to know you well, Paul. The spanner is much appreciated. Perhaps I've just maxed out on spanners. I can't, for some reason, I can't actually spanner people. Am I logged in as myself? I might be logged on as a part of history. No, yeah, I am actually as a part of history. That's why I can't spanner anyone. I'm sorry. If you haven't heard, I do have a history channel. I'm not sure if you have heard. It is pinned at the top, so I won't keep harping on about it, but I'm rather proud of it. So anyone that hasn't checked it out, please do so. Yeah, it would be amazing. Amazing. So we have Mr. LimeyPlay with us. I'm about to add you to the stream, buddy. So get your clothes on. We are having...
Ooh. Too soon, too soon. Hello, mate. How are you?
Very well, very well. I'm excited for this evening.
Man. Yeah, definitely, man. That's going to be fantastic. You know, it's nice to see. It's nice to see Ranty. It's got to be something about, you know, the shorter hair. You know, you've got the bald Catz who brought the bald you back, and now the bald Ranty. You know, I reckon there's something there, man. But yeah, it's fantastic. You know.
It is. I have heard actually, like, intelligent people do lose their hair. So
yes, that's why no one see. I'm starting to go bald back here. It's terrible, terrible. We got receding hairlines on my dad's side and bald spots on my mum's side, like my uncle and that. So yeah, not good, man. How you been though?
Yeah, good. I was just going to say I used to have a comb over.
Oh God,
you know, Jack Charlton or Bobby Charlton. You know, it was that bad. But
something, or Charles Manson, one of the two.
Yeah. But I ended up thinking, do you know what? It's got to go. It's got to go.
Yeah, you know, when it gets to that point, you know, and mine's actually it's a bit long. I normally at least once a week I go over with the clippers, but you know, when it gets to that point, you look stupid if you try to hide it, don't you? Accept what's going on and live with it. You know, and personally, I think it looks nice when it's short. It's clean cut. You know, means business. Yeah, exactly. Business in the front, business in the back, or something.
So that's got to be done. So, how have you been, mate? How your channel's growing steadily and surely?
It's been going slowly lately. I mean, I've been I was hovering around 250 for ages. You know, I got a couple boosts. You know, from like you and Irish and team. You know, gave me a couple little boosts in that, but it's going slow, and I'll tell you what. I think I actually lost a couple subscribers when I'd announced that I was no longer going to do Flat Earth, or at least take a break from it. And I think a couple of people left. So maybe, you know, maybe I'm destined to keep doing it for a while. I can't seem to get away from it. What I've noticed is that when you start arguing with Flat Earthers, they don't let you go. You know. And so I've got this Rayism gent, I should say, to deal with, who he's apparently the bloke that put out $100,000 challenge back a couple of years ago, which of course no one's won because no flat earther ever pays up, you know. But yeah, I made the mistake of giving him my email address, and oh my God, like the first day, I think I got like 20, 30 emails from him. And it's just all the same redundant stuff that we've already debunked, you know. And lots of fun though. So how you been, man? The history channel is awesome. I'm loving it.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. Yes, that's kind of where most of my, kind of content creating efforts are going at the minute.
Yeah.
So this channel, to be honest, I just kind of go live now, if you know what I mean. Obviously, and be involved in things like tonight. See the Ranty thing going on. But yeah, man, thank you so much. It's a big sort of passion now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that really, I sit there.
Yeah.
I sit there now and then, and I'm kind of. Oh, sorry, buddy. We're cutting each other off. Sorry.
Just you go.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, like I kind of spent, maybe a year making sort of flat Earth content, and just got to the point when I was like, I kind of feel like I'd done everything I needed to do, and just kind of, you'll probably go through that as well, if you know what I mean. I don't think anyone can stay on that forever. Do you know what I mean? It just unless you're FTFE, because he's just such a legend, and I think he's got a queue of people lined up. Do you know what I mean? Like they want to go and get slaughtered.
Well, definitely. And like if he went on something else, he'd have to change his name, wouldn't he? But no, what was I going to say? I was going to say, as far as your history channel, like I heard you might be popping down to Kent to meet with someone pretty awesome, and hopefully do something down there. A bit of history would be good.
Yes, mate. Yep, a certain guy. I don't know if anyone's heard of him in the chat. Guy called LimeyPlay.
Yeah, legend.
Absolute legend in them Kent parts.
No, I'm looking forward to that, man. That'll be good. That'll be good.
I'll have a little look into the, what sort of cool history is around there, because I know it's everywhere.
Yeah. There's always something. I'm going to do a bit of research as well. But even if there's not any near me, and obviously I don't want to give out too much of my location, but there's some cities near me that have definitely got some history, and we've got some, we've got like a really nice cathedral nearby. I'm right near the water as well. There's bound to be some good stories involving, like, it's got to be something involving ships, but we'll find something. And if I can't, I know you can, So no, it's going to be great. Definitely.
Wicked, man. Wicked. We do have a couple of other guests in the waiting room. Awesome. So I think we should just bring them along and make it a party, shall we?
Yeah, mate. I'm down. Definitely.
So we have Mr. 42. And we have
one of my stalkers.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mr. 42? Bullet Bill, good to see you as well.
Bullet, what a surprise that you're here.
Yeah. Looks like he's had a bit of a haircut. He has,
isn't he?
Yeah. Look golden. I can't tell if Mr. 42's had one because he's holographic.
Well, I actually lost all my hair, but the holographic program adds hair to my image. Sorry about that.
Oh, good. Yeah. More data, less Jean-Luc. It's good.
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Legend.
So
isn't he Sir Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, mate.
Yeah.
Have you got your beer?
Forward to the, like I said before, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Oh, this is gin tonic.
Nice.
Always good.
Yes, mate. It's like a real. I'm so excited. I think the last time I was as excited for a debate was FTFE versus Sleep and Warrior round 2. That was, it's a big fight tonight. I guess that's how I feel.
Oh, it's like Christmas, isn't it?
It's funny because Brian's logic. I remember him having a debate once. To be honest, he doesn't often venture outside of the flat Earth world, but he had a debate with FTFE once, and he once said something like, "Oh, I don't care what they say, they being the scientists. If they disagree with me, they're wrong."
That's like the Fluff mantra, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird that it's rare to have someone actually go out and say it though. Most flat earthers usually pretend that they don't think about it. He's just no,
they're a bit more covert. I have to say, I haven't, Brian's logic's one of the ones I haven't really ever looked at. The name rings a bell, but he's not one of the ones that I've hunted down for something to do a video on? You know, is
I
he
think,
still quite active?
Yeah, I mean, he's quite an active guy. I think he tries to do, his own observations, like on tables and in his hallways with perspective, and so I don't know. At least he's trying, isn't he? If you know what I mean. But he's obviously certainly not got it right. And he's got he's only just trying to confirm what he believes.
Yeah.
But so was Ranty at one point. Ranty, sorry.
Yes.
Imagine if Ranty converted Brian's logic tonight. Imagine that. I can't.
That would be pretty epic.
Oh,
See,
I don't.
I'm not saying that. No, I don't think it's going to happen. But
I don't think so.
It did bring up a question that I'd like to ask, because obviously, Ranty has come back to the globe from a stellar picture with there's perfect proof. What was there like one main thing that brought you back, Seek, or?
Yeah,
was there one main piece of evidence?
It was with basically the moon. I obviously used to think that it was emitting its own light, cold moonlight, the whole lot.
Yeah.
And then kind of when Catz did his debunk, he kind of showed me, or in the video, there was like a massive boulder, and then kind of showing you like what reflected light looks like off that. I'd been using like a plastic football. And saying like, specular highlight and all of this. And he obviously, and then I kind of realized the moon is reflecting sunlight. That kind of clicked in my head. I just kept looking at the moon and thinking, yes, it's not a plasma thing charging up every 28 days or what the new thing is. And then like little things like when you start thinking, well, if the moon is close and local, you should see the other side of it. And just these little things, I just concentrated on the moon for, when that video that I watched with Baldy Catz, I actually, for the first 24 hours, was still in complete denial, if you know what I mean. Like, and I even shared those now infamous NASA documents, that kind of say flying on a non-rotating stationary plane. And all of that. And I was still stuck in that mindset. But the next day I woke up and I just watched that video again. And I literally just said to myself, think again, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many people on this planet are saying you're wrong? Do you know what I mean? Like, have you really worked all of this out and watched this back? And I just watched it. And like, suddenly I just, I kind of watched that like I did Eric Dubé's 200 proofs. Like when I did that, I just allowed myself to be absorbed by it.
Yeah,
and
you opened your mind, which a lot of flirts don't.
And I watched that back and I was like, shit. And suddenly it just started, everything clicked. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm fucking wrong. Like, and I just.
And that's the awesome thing. Like you and Ranty, every fluff says they're just after truth. But you and Ranty are like the genuine ones that clearly are, because you've let truth happen. And so congratulations to both of you for no longer being pillocks. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's sad. I always say it's so sad, but it is. And like, I think obviously they don't see it. The flat earthers, they feel so woke, so powerful. Like they will feel powerful without realizing that actually they're being really weak. But like, there's this like a shield around them where they're like, no, fake, no, not real. And, it actually makes you feel, well, Dunning-Kruger, you just think you're more intelligent than everyone. And it's so hard to actually accept, like, saying I'm wrong and then basically putting yourself right at the bottom of the pile again, if you know what I mean. Like I now say, like I've got the scientific capabilities of probably a 15-year-old GCSE child, 15, 16, if you know what I mean. But I can accept that. Whereas like I was a flat earther and I thought I was more intelligent than Einstein. You know what I mean?
So it makes you more willing to learn,
Yeah.
It's an entire mindset though. It really is. It's an entire state of mind. It's absolutely is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, you know, I think that the weird thing is what I'm very very interested in seeing how this debate goes, because I think this will be the first time that Ranty is
defending the globe,
coming at it from our side of things.
Yeah.
And I wonder if after this debate he'll think and think, wow, this is what I used to do. This is the sort of game I used to play.
Yeah, good
You know,
point. I didn't even think of it that way.
Because
he'll
well,
be-
that's the thing, isn't it? That's exactly the thing. So he'll have the exact same irrational nonsense thrown at him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure at least one point he'll think, wow, that's like this isn't right.
It's looking in the mirror, isn't it? Like at his old self.
Yeah.
You know? And he said some stupid things in the past. Do you know what I mean? Like, sorry, Ranty, but you did. Like, and I'm not saying about even like being horrible or mean or whatever. I mean,
it's
like,
just a flirt thing, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, I said some stupid things. Yeah, but it's quite soon, isn't it?
You've got to own it.
You do. You've got to own it, and I think that's actually what he's now doing. I'm glad, like, that he isn't walking away, because I did think, like, how can you do that, man? Like, you've got to fight your corner now, rather than just walk away. And obviously, if he's debating, he's doing that. He's showing the flat earthers, like, you know, I'm not a PUSSY, and I'm gonna walk away. Like, I'm gonna fight for this a little bit and just show you how I realised I was wrong. Do you know what I mean?
I remember when I was a little boy, and you know, my mum always used to say, "Stupid is as stupid does," and you know, I think that is the Fluff mindset, really. You know, it is. It's just arrogance, isn't it? Arrogance and ego, I think, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a lack thereof. Sometimes I really would like to look into the psychology of it, because it's interesting, isn't it? You know. But sorry, Bill, what were you saying?
I was saying, I think God, what was I saying? I think the thing is with Ranty is that I'm glad that he's done it, because I think one way or another he needed to kind of stand up for his stance, you know? And this is regardless of whether or not he decides to stay or not. You know, if he decides to stay and, you know, become like what STST has become or something like that, that's fine. Power to him. But at the same time, if he wants to leave and say, you know, let's just move on to something else, I can't bother with this in my life, that's completely fine as well. But I think at least for the sort of immediate future, I think it's good for him to make a stance and say, no, this is not something I've just come out to say, and you know, just put his foot down and say, right, you know.
Even for a month, do you know what I mean? Like, I just think even if he, like he's doing, he went on FTFE, he's now going to have a debate. You know, I really do respect that, because I thought by what he was saying, actually, that he was just going to kind of walk away and never mention it again, which also I would understand. But yeah, I think he's showing a bit of metal there.
Yeah, I kind of understand it. Sorry, Bill, go ahead.
He's the thing is there that he's going to leave the door open, and I don't want I kind of don't want him to get dragged back in. Yeah, I kind of don't want Oakley and you know, and the crew to kind of sully his image. To what extent that matters, I don't really know. But do you know what I mean? If he just says nothing and say, "Oh, I'm out," then that void will be filled by.
Yeah, I think the good thing is, like, you know, after the whole border kit, like, so many of us are bigging him up now, because it takes balls to walk away from what you've believed for many years. You know, it does. And, you know, and obviously he didn't like come to that conclusion lightly. Like he said in the Baldy Cat stream, that he looked into it and done the calculations for like 2 months or something, or a couple months, you know. So he put some time in, you know, he wanted to be sure of it, and he's come to the right conclusion. You know, Oakley and all his peons could, you know, start saying stuff that might make him you know, make him start to feel bad or something. But I think a lot of us, you know, we're all supporting him. We're saying good stuff about him. You know, he doesn't. Hopefully, with enough support from all of us, he won't have any reason to listen to any shit that they say. You know, really,
he won't have a reason. I mean,
yeah,
the podcast they've got is kind of now picking up steam a little bit. Like, you know, I think his personal life. It's about your personal life. It's about your friends and like who you involve yourself with more than the actual facts behind it. So as you know, I don't think I think when he left his show, his channel, and gave it to Brandon, that was the turning point. I think. I'm not saying he believed the Earth wasn't flat then, but I think he had enough. He was like, you know, I'm sick of it. Basically, like, you know, even if he still believed it, like it does, it turns you crazy. Like, and if he'd been 5-6 years, I mean, I was only 2.5 years, and I was going loopy. Do you know what I mean? So like his life must have just been in turmoil. If you, do you know what I mean? Imagine genuinely believing that the whole planet you're standing on is a lie to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it is a long, long process. I think it started then when he left that channel.
The one thing I'll say about the other thing I'll say about Ranty as well, and I think there's a danger here of gushing too much. I guess, you know. It's good that Ranty has like seen sense, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to put him up on a pedestal. But the other thing is, I don't, you know, I don't think anyone should be worried about Ranty because for one thing, even when he was a flat earther, he was more of a leader, really, not a follower. And Flat Earth, there's a lot of followers in Flat Earth. There's a lot of followers, but very, very few leaders. So Ranty is not. He doesn't feel like I don't think he feels the need to bend to like Oakley or Riley or anything like that.
But that is exactly why Oakley is so panicking.
Yeah,
he'll know.
And that is exactly why Del is fuming.
Yeah,
Del, I haven't even seen anything. What's going on with Del?
He is fuming. You should have seen his live stream. It was awesome.
Really?
He's had some no moments.
I'm adding that to my watch later list.
Yeah. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. You guys are more than capable.
Yeah, that's all right. We can carry on.
Yeah,
Mr.
all right.
42,
Just leave
you haven't. Mr. 42, you know, we haven't let you talk much, man. What's your thoughts on tonight's upcoming debate?
Well, I know that Catz is having a little rest because he was on the computer all day and he expected to take quite some time. He was also a little bit nervous, not too much. Ranty, he spent hours and hours on that picture. That is just a fact. He's talking with Catz for many hours about it to analyze it, and that's how he came to the conclusion. But it's still his own conclusion. He was not influenced by Catz in that way from, hey, this is how it is and there's no leeway. No, they talked about it, and you know how Catz is. He explains why things are not the way it is or how they are the way they are.
Yeah,
it's I have no experience with the guy he's debating, so I cannot foresee what will happen there. I did understand some things from hearsay, but not from first-hand experience. But I don't think someone will be converted this evening.
This is true. I am. You know what? I just want to check because I haven't tried the old. Hang on a second. What is going on here?
Have you heard, by the way?
Oh well, I was about to say something like that. Nice. Can I just try something in a minute? I just want to see. Does my share screen work?
If you share your screen, I'll be able to share it. I think I have to kind of click it.
Okay, all right. I want to share my screen one quick and just point up 2 seconds. I'm going to move you over to screen 2. So just talking about. All right, is it working?
Not yet.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
This is my improvement on the Dunning-Kruger. I'm not sure if everyone got to see it, but I did put it in one of my videos. But you go from the original peak of Mount Stupid to the pinnacle of For Fluff's Sake Point, and then way up there, and we're not sure exactly where the top is yet, but you have Sleeping Summit.
Cut off the.
And I just wanted to share that because, yeah, I'm quite proud of that. This is my first scientific,
Brilliant.
creation. Took almost 10 minutes of rigorous research to come up with that. So yeah, that was
I
it.
love how you can't even see the top of it. You can't even see the crest.
Yeah, exactly, because no one actually knows how high up Sleeping Summit goes, and obviously we know which sleeping person that refers to. No one really knows how high, but some believe that if he was to fall down from his place there, it would cause a catastrophic event.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad, live.
Thank you. I've been trying to spread my wings a bit, do a little bit of science.
A little bit of science. I guess.
Well done,
it's a scientific chart. It'll do. I am looking forward to some warmer weather though. I want to because I do want to do some educational stuff on my channel, but I really want to do it. I've got my nephew Elijah, my sister's youngest. He turned 10 last October. 10 he was born, which is awesome. But he at 10 years old, he loves science, and loves like everything, like for his birthday, he asked for books on dinosaurs and experiments and insects and stuff. So I want to find, I want to do like experiments outside that I can do with him on a nice day, stuff to prove not just that the Earth's round, but other stuff, that I think would be fun. So I'm really looking forward to that warmer weather for that. And just to show that, a 10-year-old can be smarter than, most flirts.
I can I might be able to help you out with that LimeyPlays. I know a few
would be awesome
that you can do with like household stuff. That's
mate, that would be fantastic.
That's cool.
Definitely.
I'll tell you my favorite one actually. You can make a universal indicator with red cabbage.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that one? Yeah.
What?
You get, no, honestly, you get red
I know you
red
can
cabbage.
make a battery out of a potato and stuff like that, but what is a universal indicator?
Yeah, so universal indicator, the stuff that you mix with acids and alkali and it changes colours and you can tell.
To let you know, like the pH.
Yeah, that's it. So
you can do that with red cabbage.
Yeah. You chop it up.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah. I'm sure one of you.
That was soup seek. That was soup.
And
that was a crazy night. I know that.
It was.
You chop it up. Boil it.
I can remember the cabbage. Yeah.
You could do. I've done it at school as well. It's actually a bit of a pain in the ass to do, but then that's most practicals. But
but it's worth it, isn't it? I mean, like he'll man. I'll definitely. Please tell me.
You boil it
he'll
up.
Get a fucking kick out of it.
And then and strain it, and you'll get like a purple liquid because of the the red cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
But if you that will work as universal indicator. You've pretty much done it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, if you mix
will
it
it actually match the colors, like the color chart that you get with like your litmus papers?
No, not with the universal indicator you use at school, but it does change colors. So I think I can't remember what the colors are. I think it's like it goes blue in alkali, and it goes like a pink in acid or something like that. But it works really well.
Oh, nice! That's awesome.
All you do is boil up a bit of red cabbage. So yeah, that's a good one. And obviously you can't. I mean, don't buy hydrochloric acid or whatever. But you could do it with like lemon juice and.
But it'll work for some tests, and it's just the juice, so I can still eat the cabbage after, which is, my favorite type of experiment. If it provides something I can eat as well as knowledge.
Yeah, you'd have plenty of red cabbage left over. But yeah, no, there's
Oh,
tons.
mate, that's
there's actually
cool.
tons
That
of
is
like
really
stuff
cool.
we do with just household stuff. But yeah,
Dude, that is wicked.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, I don't know what's the best way for us to chat about this at some point, but in the SteamYard chat, I'll chuck my email in there. And that,
Yeah,
or
no
you can
problem.
always reach out to me on Discord or I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you on WhatsApp? I'll just chuck out. I'll because this is StreamYard's private.
Yeah, I could use WhatsApp.
Yeah, just use WhatsApp.
Just hook it up with
It's easier than the
LimeyPlay.
emails.
Actually,
Well,
I've got
I mean,
Limey on WhatsApp now.
the Gmail's limeyplay@gmail.com, but my email is getting inundated with stuff from Rayism. So I haven't checked it for 2 days because I can't be bothered.
I have had a super chat, by the way, guys, from Tusk. Shout out Bill's new haircut, looking GQ smooth.
wow, thank you very much. Yeah, it's
Nice.
Nice.
I thought it was a bit too short, but
that will get itself fixed.
The way I noticed the haircut was the bigger gap in between the headphones and your head. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, is that a haircut?
my hair when it's long as well is just an absolute mess. It goes everywhere and
Yeah, I get the same thing, man. It grows in every possible direction. Like with just, I don't know, half a centimeter of hair, I can wake up with bedhead. You know, it shouldn't happen when your hair's that short.
No, what hairstyles do you have? And I'm just like, well, I just have hair. And when it gets too long, you cut it shorter. It's like,
yep.
That's pretty much how. That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah.
I leave it up as well. It's one of those jobs that I leave for as long as possible till I can't see, and then I get my haircut. It's pretty bad.
That's why, like, I let it grow a bit in the winter just for a bit of extra warmth. Same with the facial hair. Normally by this time of year, it's all gone, you know. But I'm getting a bit older, and this hides the double chin a little bit. But I mean, hair-wise, like that's why, like especially during the spring, summer, autumn, you know, just having clippers and just being able to keep it short, you know, not because I get too warm, really, as you can tell, like you know, in this stream. To keep the noise out, I've shut myself into this tiny room I'm in, which turns into a fucking furnace. But yeah, good times.
Good times.
I think Mr. 42's hologram keeps losing power.
Yeah, I have a tiny, literally an issue with it. Of course, there's a program,
mate.
Removing the backgrounds and applying the effect, and it's
Are
using.
You trying to work out how to add the holographic banana?
Ooh.
Does anyone agree with this?
That kind of depends on which banana.
Lubo in China. I will come over there. My goodness, Lubo in China at STST, LimeyPlay has very similar voice to Nathan Oakley. Can he say out loud? Sun goes down, goes boom boom. I'll tell you what, Lubo, I've always wanted to come to China, and I'm gonna now. Oh, that was funny. That was funny though. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Now, well, it's been nice chatting to you guys. I'm gonna go off myself now.
Can you LimeyPlay? Can you scream like, "I'm going to tell you off"?
Just need to sound a bit more arrogant.
Yeah.
I don't hear that.
It's all about perspective. You've proven nothing. Google Earth doesn't show drop.
I watched Simon Dan's last video, and
from this morning.
Yeah, and there was a Nathan Oakley in that, and the funniest thing about that is he wasn't even debating anyone. Oh, they. Oh, hello,
Simon Dan.
And he was.
Should we just do a fake stream someday with Simon Dan? Like we'll cut, doing edits and be like, yes, we've got Simon Dan in.
Oh, I think Limey is an expert in that.
Yeah.
But no.
he did say actually he will pop on the stream soon. Actually, so we do have a bit of confirmation of that. Mr. Simon Dan is going to come on the
with the
stream
right,
soon.
yeah. If we catch pictures of him with the right mouth movements,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. When I'm saying that,
I
it's
do,
like wink,
I
wink,
need to hard pop on him because he said I could collab with him at some point, and then I've not heard anything else. But
yeah.
It'll be good to hear.
No,
it'd be good to have him on,
oh,
actually.
definitely.
He's
But yeah,
a
man,
good-
if we get still shots of the right mouth movements, I've been looking up online like how to do it with animations. I reckon we could do that. We could do a part of history featuring Simon Dan. And we could do on this day in 2021, flat Earth died again. Yes, I reckon, mate,
That's
that would be good. You know,
I actually wouldn't be surprised if he's listening. I'm not sure, but like, 'cause he popped onto your live stream the other night, didn't he?
Yeah. Well,
he
he subscribed to my channel when he popped onto your live stream. The first time I appeared on your channel, which was oh no, I still get a little bit like he is like, you know, like one of my idols. I mean, you are as well, you know, but like Simon Dan is what got me into this community.
Another level.
Yeah. Well, it was through him that I got introduced to others, and then through them into, you know, and I don't know, like 10, 20 bits down the line, I found you. No, you were one of the early ones as well, you know, and like you were definitely a huge part of me wanting to do like something, you know, contribute towards it, because, you know, here was someone that had been a flat earther but had come back, you know, and that gives us hope for the others. And, you know, like I said, I was going to walk away from it, but then in one of the comment sections of, I can't remember if it was in one of my comment sections or someone else's, you know, this flat earther said how they tell their children that most of the stuff they learn in school is wrong. You know, the history's fake, the geography's fake, you know, the world is flat. And to me, that's child abuse, really. You know, you are hijacking their mind, teaching them bollocks, you know, and I don't know. So, I you know, like we've said before, if what we do can stop even one person from falling down that rabbit hole, it's worth it. You know, it's not about, you know, I'd love a huge channel that makes a bit of moolah, but it's not about that. I'd rather, you know, just have a small channel that reaches out to some people, you know?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I could
it,
have really ran with this channel, I think, you know, and done, you know, I've got memberships. I could have Teespring.
I think you still can.
You know, I might set it up, but I honestly I lost passion.
Not with flat earth, isn't it? Yeah.
When my channel became monetized, I actually lost a bit of passion, because like then I felt like it just felt a bit weird suddenly, and then I was like, oh, what? Like I don't want to sit there going like become a member, and but then I kind of know that people would, and I understand why they'd want to as well. So I kind of struggle with it.
Yeah.
But I think once I did kind of do it, or do you know what I mean? But it was never that thing where, you know, some channels will get memberships and the next day they've got it, and do you know what I mean? And like I just, it's not on top of my agenda, even though I could probably have an extra £100 a month out of it. Or I don't know, but do you know what I mean? Like I'm just here for that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. If you do something that you like, then there's a dividing line, isn't it? Because as soon as that becomes like, oh, I'm doing it as a job, it takes something away from it. And I think you've got to really want to do it to push forward. And I think that's
exactly it. Actually, I can't commit enough.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can, you know, if you do release 2 videos every week, and you have members only videos, but you're putting in the time and effort to do that, aren't you? You know, so you are getting rewarded for your effort put in. But I don't really want to do that, if you know what I mean. Like I just don't. Because
I
was thinking,
well, like I remember Creaky Blinder, for example, Irish Demon Now, for example, and you know, Creaky.
Wait, you mean Irish Demon used to be Creaky Blinder?
You heard it here first.
In terms of where their channels are, actually, kind of, yeah. So Creaky, like when he and this was like quite a while ago when he was still new, and he wasn't really even that popular yet, and he was still pumping out loads of videos and improving like loads, and he'd very clearly put loads of effort into his videos, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do, because he's bearing fruit now. Well, bigger fruit, I should say. I don't want to be rude to where his channel was.
Actually, it's just hit 50,000 subscribers, I think, recently.
Exactly. So
yes,
that's
really
good. But yeah, exactly. You got to realize to get that, you've got to make loads of videos, and you've got to work really hard. And this is whilst you might not even see any increase for a while, but you still got to keep on it and just keep on working, and then hopefully, usually, can starts to build up a sort of subscriber base.
It is the quality of the videos, though.
It's that, and you've got to have that work ethic. Yeah, you've got to have the work ethic too, because Creaky said it before. He is one of the lucky few that has been able to turn this into a full-time job. But once he hit that point where it was, able to be a full-time job, he didn't then take his foot off the gas. To use an American expression, he keeps going. And see, I was thinking something along, because a lot of it does come down to eventually getting the equipment and all that stuff. And I hate, putting that little bit at the end where I say that I've got a Patreon and a PayPal, and a lot of it is as well, because, once you do get someone that maybe joins, you worry, are you going to be able to, because even now, I don't have members, I don't have patrons. I think I've had one donation, which, was fantastic. I was very happy. But even before getting any, money, it's not about that. It's about, I'm of the mindset where people are subscribing to my channel. I owe them as best the content as I can put out.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm trying
to
do.
Improved yourself so much.
Thank you. And I'm trying very hard with it, and it's a great learning curve. I'm loving it. But you'll see, my video yesterday, which I actually slept through the whole premiere because of my new bloody meds. But that one, because the video I'm working on at the moment is taking a lot of time for proper research and doing animated drawings and stuff. And it wasn't going to be ready for last night. So I had to whip up a quick video, to have ready for that. Because I've committed to, 7 o'clock Mondays and whatever time slot I can get on the Thursday premiere list, And then now I'm starting the gaming channel as well. Yeah, it is. It's hard. And at the moment, I'm glad I don't have any patrons or, I can't get channel members, but the moment I get, I've been thinking about taking my Patreon down, just because I know once I get a patron, I'm then gonna feel obligated to, I want to make sure they get extra content. As it is right now, I work on my channel, now channels, 6.5 to 7 days a week anyway, so it's, and obviously, as you learn more, you can start to refine that time down. But I'm still at that stage where a good video, I might be working on the sidelines for a couple weeks, So it's, I don't know, it made me wonder, on maybe a moral and a workload standpoint, I don't think I don't think I'm in the position where I should have a Patreon yet,
The way I see it is Limey, because you can very, very easily work yourself into these kind of things, and I completely get it. I think if someone is a patron or someone is a member of your channel, they're doing that because they like what they see and they enjoy what the content that you're giving. You know, so if they've gotten to that point, you've already kind of earned that. You know,
that's true.
I think it's good to motivate yourself, but I think you got to be careful of this whole chasing your tail thing of just like, oh no, someone's giving me money, I've got to make it worth it. It's I think, and it's good to motivate yourself, but it's it's easy to get in.
Try not to like psych yourself out too much.
I think as well, it's so easy to talk. It's so easy to kind of forget about your what you're trying to do other than YouTube in your life. If you know what I mean, you can get so kind of sucked into that.
Or even what you want to do with YouTube. Like you've done this. Part of history. I think you're following a passion now.
Yes, definitely. And
it's awesome.
Sorry, buddy.
I was just going to say, like everyone in the chat, in the chat, if you think watching some of this part of history that he should already have a TV show, I say this as I'm talking to the live chat. If you think he should already have a TV show with his skill at doing that, put one in the comments because it's mate, I love it. I really do. It's like watching a good TV show. It really is.
Do you want me to be very honest, STST?
No. Not really.
No. When I first watched your history videos,
lots of ones,
because I was a fan of yours at the time, and so I thought, give them a watch, and I thought, yeah, okay, they're all right. They're not that great. But give them a watch. I said I was going to be honest, but I was like, it doesn't seem like they've got legs. It's got legs, but it's an interesting idea. But then it was no, honestly. But then, but then they got even more shit. No,
please continue. I'm loving this. I'm loving. Keep going.
The one that you did, the video that you did on the Black Death, I think it was. You came out with that video, and that was a moment when I was like, hold on a second here. This is like a lot better than I thought it would be. It was. It genuinely was not far away from something the BBC would make. It was very, very well done, and I was like, wow, that's like there might be something to this, and you've kind of carried on, and it's been really, really cool to see.
Yeah, mate,
and even even getting I don't know if it's your friend or friends, because I've got a memory of a fucking goldfish, but like the period costumes and the filming, like in the like period era room, like when you might see one walking down the stairs or something, that's fantastic. Like I'm not gonna lie, I want to put out good content, but if I'm doing a history thing, I'm still either talking in this room or I'm filming in front of a building. I'm not gonna find period costume. I haven't got the money to do that. But man, like it's brilliant. It really is.
I'm gonna do like an outtakes thing soon of like how I shot things. Because in the Anne Boleyn video, there's a scene where it kind of looks like a skirt walking through the graveyard, and it's actually like the woman filmed with me, Limbo. She was actually just walking backwards with a coat and like just going like that, and like I kind of filmed the bottom third of it, and I'm gonna do like an outtakes thing one day to show like actually like that was my own staircase. It wasn't even a real dress.
That's brilliant.
And like it's just
do a making of.
Yeah.
No, I think
that's nice.
Everything has been done on my phone. Like,
do you script it, or do you just free? No,
that is scripted. Yeah,
it's really well written. Really well written.
Oh,
sorry,
cheers,
Bill,
man.
you were going to say something as well.
That's all right. I just think, yeah, those types of videos are really, really good. I think because there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that's very either quick and easy. Do you know what I mean? Some videos that people just kind of do, like this, to be honest.
Mate, do you know how much?
Right down
Do you
in
know how much
estimation
it cost
tonight,
him
let's
to
go.
get me here, and how much I had to pay my beauty technician?
I came
You
to
know, it took me 4 hours to put this face on.
Yeah, so either
Christ
quick
alive.
and
and then
easy.
you choose that face.
I know. It was the last one they had. It looks like a nutsack with some hair. Terrible.
See, either have that or
Ah,
you know, or you have videos that are like good videos, but they're kind of like, you know, they're kind of
Dude, there's
They-
this history channel at the minute, and honestly, he shows about 6 pictures, reads directly from Wikipedia, and he is getting like over 100,000 views per video. Like when I started watching him about 2 months ago, he had about 16,000 subscribers. He's just hit 120,000 within a few months. And he's literally, I've checked, he's literally just reading directly from Wikipedia. I'm not going to say the channel name.
yeah, but then you
But,
can.
all right.
The thing is, as frustrating as it is, you gotta like ignore that because that's YouTube. You know, you could have. I could list off so many YouTubers that have millions of views, and they just do whatever.
It's all about the algorithm, bit of luck, probably a bit of money.
Yeah.
But you heard it here. Live chat. Everyone share the A Part of History videos because they are awesome. And after this stream, I personally am going to individually share every one on Facebook, Twitter, and everything. I expect you guys to do the same because you know what? If you don't, well, then you clearly hate children.
Wow,
What Limey said.
odd turn.
Well, you know, I thought let's come at this with fluff logic, and that's what I came up with. So,
for logic.
But no, it's
Well,
good.
we're actually
Martin
getting,
H. Martin
we're
H
29
says
minutes
you were
away
robbed,
from
LimeyPlay.
kickoff,
I think
guys.
he's talking about my face. Sorry, mate. What?
We're 29 minutes away from kickoff, so I'm obviously not going to just quickly end the stream. We're having a good laugh, but I'm just kind of telling everyone, you know, get yourself psyched.
We should do a follow up. We'll do a follow up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got. I said that tomorrow I was going to start my first weekly gaming news. You know, video on my new gaming channel. I haven't even started putting it together yet. So I'm either gonna have to push it back a bloody week or rush to get something done. So I don't know. We'll see. It might come next week.
I don't do gaming at all.
I love gaming, and that's what LimeyPlay was originally supposed to be. But I didn't have the correct equipment to actually make it work, and you know, I wanted to start putting stuff out, and then I fell in love with this community. You know, like I love all the people in the chat. You know, you guys, like it's a great group of people, and you know, we're all coming together. It's not just for a laugh. You know, it is to try and educate and to learn as well. I've learned a hell of a lot, like, you know, from being a part of this community. I mean, especially from like, you know, Catz is a fucking genius, you know. Bullet Bill, I just learned off of this lad down in the bottom left corner how to fucking, you know, make some acid alkali testing shit with a cabbage. I'd say
now you've been drinking. You've reached that point where you're like, I love
mate,
you.
I haven't drank that much yet. No, mate. Sober. I came to the point last year where, like, you'll see a lot of my comments have parts because I came to the point where I realised that, you know, people need to know that people love them, you know, and care about them. That's the world needs to be better. But yeah, you know, it's a great community we've got. And like, even though I want to start up the gaming, I've, you know, started the new channel for it. You know, I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing with the main channel because it's fantastic. You know, I love it, and I love pissing off Fluffs. You know.
Yeah, no, keep doing it. It's
you know, and yeah, I learned from it, definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing that's cool about this debunking thing, though, because it's I like many others are here because you hear about like, wow, people actually believe the Earth is flat. How is this possible? And then it's entertaining to watch the debunking videos, but there's stuff like Simon Dan did like quite a while ago now. How do we know at the distance to the sun? I didn't know that, and because that was debunked, I was like, oh, I had no idea, and it was was it using?
That's actually that's something I've been looking at. Like I want to do a video. It was originally going to be a video before I completely shut the door on flat Earth, but I don't think that will happen now. But there's 7 questions at the beginning of Oakley's flat Earth debate show, and one of them is like, how do we know how far away the sun is, and how do we know the radius? And I know some of it, but I don't know how to answer all of them. So I've been researching that and learning the history of it. Like how Eratosthenes started with stuff, and then like just how it's come down the lines until present day. Excuse me. And it's fantastic because I'm learning stuff as well, and that's how it should be. The minute that we stop trying to learn and better ourselves, that's the minute that life is now pointless.
Oh
so, yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I like learning about the history of science. Actually, I've looked into that a few times. Like DNA, for instance. DNA as a whole.
Would you? I don't know whether this is right or wrong to say, really, but like, I can understand why learning science is really difficult, and say getting to a master's level, and do you know what I mean? There's so much maths, and do you know what I mean? Like with history, like what would you actually have to learn? If you know what I mean, like I'm imagining, say, like a history degree or something. I'm not downgrading it; it's because I don't have a clue what you would do. But now because I'm interested in history, I'm thinking like
you'd still have basic classes, wouldn't you?
I think they would. The thing is with history,
you'd still have basic classes, but go ahead.
History is not. It's a completely different sort of field. So
it's just so different, isn't it?
How things work. It's. The thing is with history is it probably seems easier than it is because I, for example, I've never learned it to that level before. So the stuff I've learned has already been, loosened up a bit, if that makes sense, But when actual historians, they have to go back and try and figure out like what happened here, or who was this person, or why did that, and often they don't have that much to work with, so they've got to find the sources that they can.
Is it kind of like is proper history? It's kind of like forensic history in a way. Like they're literally,
which can then become science again. Like archaeology.
That sounds very interesting and cool, but also it could be quite difficult.
Yeah,
but dude,
to understand all those
like,
sources and things. You gotta understand what the language was at the time and what things meant. How religion was. There's so much to it. It's probably a very, very difficult thing to do. Certainly to do well.
And then plus there's so many aspects of history, isn't there? Because and there's so many aspects of history as well. Because like you might have someone that specializes in, I don't know, Roman history, American history, or so there's got to be focal points as you're doing your studies, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
But like one thing, like so me, like I did GCSEs and I didn't get higher than a C, and I failed a few, and then I dropped out of college the first time. Some of it is because it's hard for me to retain the information, or at least it was at the time. but I think a lot of it is down to interest. You know, when I finally went back to college, and I still haven't finished a degree, but when I finally went to, well, university, like in the States, you know, I was a straight A student there. And I think, you know, it's not blowing my own trumpet. That's because I finally found like my interest, you know, like all of my classes while I was doing university were like computing and, you know, sort of just the basic stuff that went to support that. And so I think when you find your interest, I think that opens up your brain more to maybe because like now I'm interested in the whole, you know, working out all these things and debunking flat earth and all that. I was terrible at trigonometry in school. And I'd forgotten all about it. You know, to do some of my videos, I've had to reteach myself trig, and I'm finding it easier and I'm enjoying it more. And I think that enjoying, you know, being open to a subject is more than half the battle, because I'm retaining information a lot easier because I want to know it, you know. And so yeah, man, if you're interested, see, if you're thinking of a history degree, I'd say go for it, because I mean, you know, we can already see your passion, you know. I think it'd be fucking awesome, but at the same time, you know, unless you're actually you want to teach or
I mean,
I don't know.
that's just wow. I mean, I hadn't even done A levels, if you know what I mean. Like
me neither. Me neither. Move to America, because over there, just telling people that I left school and went to college at 16, and I had to do that because my school wouldn't let me stay, but they didn't know that. Like, they think we're super smart because we can go to college at 16, you know? So, yeah. But no, man. And at the same time, you got to think about what you want it for. Like, you know, you're clearly, you're learning a lot of history and you know a lot of history and all that stuff, but like for what you're doing with it now, you don't need a degree. And even if you wanted to write a book, you don't really need one. If you want a book that's going to be proper historical and, you know, like and people, you know, are going to use as for like maybe citations and stuff, then you know, you want a degree. But you can do a lot of the stuff without it. So yeah, it depends what you want to do, because that's a lot of time to put into. I mean, what's like a master's is minimum 5 years, isn't it? From scratch, like from nothing.
4 or 5.
Well, you can do it in 4 from no degree whatsoever. Get you like associates, bachelor's, masters.
I'm not sure, because an undergrad's usually 3, and then a master's is usually a year after. Depends on the degree, though. Some of them like architecture is just long, really long.
I kind of want
to do my doctorate in nuclear physics, just because I think that's one of the coolest sounding doctorates they have. You know, if I could be, I'm LimeyPlay, PhD, like pretty heavy dude.
That's like
pretty heavy dude. Oh mate,
you could literally become a rocket scientist, and you go for nuclear. Go for the rocket scientist.
It's funny, actually.
I didn't even hear the last thing you said, Seek. It froze.
Sorry, did I freeze? Sorry, guys.
Yes, I go for nuclear.
I was just going to say,
or depending if you're in certain parts of America, nuclear.
Nuclear. Yeah. The other.
No, sorry, mate.
No, that's right, buddy. Last night I had a stream.
I didn't even know Mr. 42 was there till he spoke, because I can't see him.
Limey, shut up.
Hello.
I didn't mean to cut him off. It froze. I couldn't hear him. All right.
Limey, let me bloody get a word in.
I couldn't fucking hear you talking, you bastard. All right, go on.
I'm only winding you up, mate. You're a legend.
No, anyway.
People are probably like, we actually just want to listen to Limey anyway.
Look at the bottom right.
We can confirm that is a fact. That is actually a fact as well.
Oh, brilliant. All right. Oh, that was great. Go on then.
No, I was just going to say, because you mentioned nuclear. Once I went camping on a Suffolk beach near it's called Sizewell. So it's like a nuclear power plant. And I camped like about 500 feet away from like the fence. And found out it was like, legal to camp there and whatever. It was a strange sound all night, but you got used to it. But then in the morning, like the missus drove the car down and nuclear police basically came and pulled in and were like, what the hell are you doing? Like, driving the car. Yeah. But there was literally, I didn't even realize there's such thing as like nuclear police. And like they literally had guns. And I like had my couple of dogs on me, like a big black Labrador at the time. And that was like my dog started barking at him, like going, roar, roar, roar. And I'm going, JD, calm down, mate. Calm down, buddy. Like, yeah, he was named after whiskey. And yeah, these guys were like, put your hands up. Like, and I was like, mate, I'm just here camping.
No.
Like my missus just, yeah, absolutely crazy. Yeah.
I mean, nuclear power plants can be dangerous. So yeah, they need to like.
Just some random car like driving around the back of it.
Dude, you broke up. What was the name?
Sorry. Oh,
sorry. What was the dog's name? You broke up.
JD. I think you're quite lag. You're on a lag, Limey.
Dude, I lost it. What did you say your dog's name was? Because you broke up. I missed that. What did you say
JD.
the dog's name was?
I'll put it in the chat. JD.
I thought that's where it was, not the dog's name. Oh, yeah, you started breaking up, so I thought I missed the dog's name. Sorry.
No worries, dude. We're gonna call it a night, guys.
No, it's 15, like your screen minutes. And just your screen is freezing, pixelating, and then going quiet. Only
Weird.
yours. I can see the other two.
Not for me.
Is that happening in the stream?
No,
strange.
It's not.
It wasn't at first, but like right now, it just keeps juttering, like that, and then every now and then it goes full on.
I'm going to actually do it now as a joke.
Maybe it's my eyesight. Oh, fuck's sake. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Limey. We're going to end the stream.
All right.
Yeah, guys, it's nearly 10 minutes till the showdown. So we're going to do a quick round table. LimeyPlay, do you have your final thoughts?
Yes. I would like to say that Matt Powell has a giant inflatable banana in his backyard that he names Dr. Peel. And that is all.
Mr. 42?
But yes, no, thank you for having me.
Thanks for everyone for sending in the Matt Powell banana videos. I have 42 of them now, and I will send them over to Simon then. He's gonna use them in his 42 banana videos. I will send them over to Simon then, and he will make a compilation for his 100 million views special. That was the whole point. The goal was 20, by the way. I kind of exceeded it a little bit.
We should almost leave it now. Like, no more entries. Let's leave it at 42.
Or let's keep going.
Is mine in there, Mr. 42?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Excellent stuff. Anything else, sir?
Subscribe to my channel. That's it.
Yeah, good point. Subscribe to both mine as well. And share the shit out of a part of history.
Yes. What he said. Share the shit out of it. And subscribe to Mr. Lyman.
Said. And him. And wait. Him.
It's so hard to print.
And that way.
Yes. With Bill. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the fireworks, I guess.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Them three.
Can't wait.
I think there might be a dumpster.
if BB, I'll just add as well. If BB, if
Oh,
you are
yeah.
still here,
I'm not sure if you emailed me.
Yeah. So that debate is still on the card. So you can think that I'm going to forget about it. I'm not. So you can either debate or you can, well.
Yeah.
Wait,
Or
who's
shut your
this?
mouth. Is that what he said?
Oh, BB, the COVID denying guy wants to debate me. Doesn't.
Oh God,
doesn't stick to
one of
voting,
them.
So yeah.
Oh dear.
So he was on earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but yeah.
I don't think he's still there.
Yeah.
Oh well. We can only hope. We can only hope. But we do have a good debate to go over to right now. There's 55 people in the chat. Thank you very much to all of you. Ernoski, Basic Trigonometry, David Oliver, It's a Me, Mario Rui, Tiny Captain, Dog Walker, Paul Heath, Tati. How the hell are you not a moderator? Tati Bogo. Paul Heath, mate. Everyone, do what Paul Heath is there, and please do check out A Part of History. Quite proud of it. Thank you very much for all your lovely comments. Actually, all you guys as well. Just everyone. But go over now to Conspiracy Catz channel. It is Ranty, ex-Flat Earther, versus Brian's Logic, Flat Earther.
Nice. Is it on agree? Is it on the agree to disagree? Or
no, it is not.
Conspiracy Catz.
It's all, all right. Cool. Thank you. Because I hadn't seen it yet.
I will put the link of the video in the chat right now.
Yeah, I can't find it for some reason.
Well, it'll pop up soon anyway. Enough time for a fag break. Oh,
yes. Stay safe,
old.
everyone.
I can barely move now.
Keep it bloody global.
Mr. 42 out.
Out.
And LimeyPlay's your daddy.